Hello, hello. I'm super excited to be here today having this conversation with Stacey Natal and her sharing her wisdom with you all. I'm blessed to have worked with Stacey, have had Stacey in my membership, just to get to chat with her and become a friend from across the pond through COVID and beyond. So hi, Stacey, do you want to say hello, who you
Hi,
are?
everyone. So excited to be here. So great to see you again, Susie.
Amazing. So do you want to tell everybody what do you do, Stacey?
Sure. So I am a photographer, artist, and mindset coach. I help other creatives with their mindset because I believe mindset is the foundation to everything. And then I help them with their goals, getting clear on their goals, and then actually achieving their goals and manifesting their desires.
I love that. So you're like a little manifestation guru, and I think it's just like something that comes so naturally to you. Every time I speak to you, I'm like, oh, that's really cool.
Aw.
And like, so you obviously work with creatives, but what I would say is you I've worked with you, and I know you do a lot on
Right,
Clubhouse as well. So it's not just creatives that you're
right. Not just
touching.
creatives.
Yeah. So what kind of like got you into this whole mindset work from being a photographer, and how did this little story unfold?
So years ago, maybe it was about 2015, I had already been doing photography for a while, but I wanted to kind of like up my photography business. So I signed up for a year-long photography program, which I thought was going to be about like, how to attract more clients and sales and all that stuff related to photography. But the first module was all about mindset. And I was like, whoa, what is this? And then I just got hooked, specifically back then about money mindset, because that was an area in my life that I needed to work on the most. But
Mhm.
in general, mindset, and I just got hooked. And then after that, I didn't even really care about the rest of the program. I was just so fixated on the mindset piece because I realized like how it was driving my life by the thoughts I had and just my beliefs that I wasn't even aware of. And once you become aware of something, that's when you can make changes. And that
Yeah.
was like the turning point for me, where I thought that even though I love photography and I still do it, that was, I felt like more of my calling as well, or equal, both equal artsy and mindset coach.
Yeah, I love that. And yeah, I think I said to you maybe before we started recording live, but just that it seems to just come so naturally to you, the whole mindset work and being able to kind of identify blocks or areas within people. And I know that you've done a lot of kind of reading of like Louise Hay, looking at the thought
Yeah,
processes
love
and
her
those
book.
kind of things. Yeah. So yeah, what kind of books and things have inspired you? I'm kind of deviating from my questions, but just.
Oh, that's okay. I read a lot of books all about like mostly personal development, personal growth, and creativity. So on the artsy side, my favorite book is The Artist's Way, and that actually combines a lot of mindset and creativity with that. And then Louise Hay's book, You Can Heal Your Life. Those are my two Bibles, I should say. And then another book that I really love as far as like money mindset goes is called Worthy. And I recommend that to everyone. It's about knowing your self-worth and how you are dealing with your money. So those three books are like my three go-tos. I'm always going back to them.
Amazing. I'll have to check out that book Worthy. I haven't heard of
Really
that
good.
one. Louise Hay's book for me as well was a total, changed my life when I was struggling with anxiety and depression and just, beginning to focus on the mindset around that and changing our thought patterns. And then the artist way is something that I've like dived into recently that we've chatted about before, where I went through it's 12 weeks, isn't it? The process, 12-week
Yes, yes.
journey, and loved it. It was way more challenging than I thought it would be because, as you say, it really is. It's not just about writing; it's about
Right.
the mindset and
It
unpicking the,
definitely goes. I've read that book multiple times because each time I read it, I pick up something new. And actually, I was thinking about something that you said that I only deal with creatives, but I think of you as a creative. Any, female entrepreneur is a creative. Like you have to be creative to have your own business. So
yeah.
everyone is like, when I say creative, I don't just necessarily mean artist or photographer. Like to me, creative just encompasses so much.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that that's something actually which is like quite, I guess, is something that we can touch on is that even if people don't class themselves as creative, that embracing creativity is so important in people's lives, whether that is cooking or coloring with their kids or
Exactly.
singing or knitting or,
Right. There's so many different ways to be creative. It's not just, oh, I can draw or I could paint or I could sing. There's just so many different ways. Like you might be creative in like your business strategy, right? So, or
yeah.
someone else might be more creative in the way they organize their shelves. Like creativity encompasses so much.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think it's essential for all humans, I guess, to
Yes.
embrace that side of themselves. So what would you say, like I have obviously worked with you already, but what would you say are some of the benefits of working with a mindset and creative coach?
Oh, thanks. So I
Mm.
think a lot of times people aren't even aware of what they're saying, what they're thinking. And when you work with a mindset coach, I'm listening. Like I'm always really listening to the words that you say. And even when we were working together or anyone else, I'm like, okay, so you said this, and then you sometimes you're not even aware of it.
Yeah.
And then I'll say, like, what does that mean to you? And where does that come from? And then the more you have someone that's going to hold you accountable and also kind of like a mirror to you to say, like, this is what I'm hearing. And this is what you just said. You might not even be aware of it. And let's uncover where those beliefs come from. It could be like, oh, I want to do this, but I think it's not going to happen for a year because it's too big. So I'm like, okay, wait, let's go back.
Yeah.
Let's say this. The words that you're saying are the reality that you're going to create.
Mhm.
So it's things like that that becoming aware, I think, is so key. And having someone that could really listen to you can help you move forward and make your transformation.
Yeah, absolutely. Love that. Love that. And yeah, that's the same when I'm working with my clients as well, just that mirroring back. And, sometimes I had that actually this morning with a client whereby we were just, repeating back and she was like, "Oh, you're saying what I'm thinking." And I'm like, "No, I'm
Yeah,
saying what you're saying."
exactly.
Like yeah, it's really interesting, isn't it? Just allowing people, I guess, to be themselves and to be heard and
Right.
this kind of thing.
And like in a safe environment, because
Hmm.
some of these things you can't talk to with your spouse or your friends because they're not listening the same way. So we are
Yeah,
listening, for the words that you say, and just it's just different than speaking with a friend or a partner.
absolutely. And what would you say is your favorite part of your job?
So my favorite part is actually seeing the aha moments and like the light bulb moments that go off in people's heads and making them see and believe in themselves so that they could actually achieve their goals and make changes in their life and actually take control. So that's really important to not be blaming other people or other circumstances like,
Yeah.
oh, it's, the pandemic, or taking back control and see that you can make a difference in your own life, and then helping them, carve out a plan and make an actual plan. But also one of my favorite pieces is when I get to know someone is to try to make a connection, because when you know someone that could help someone in their goal, you can just like, jump so many different levels than
Yeah.
it would take if you were doing it on your own. So I'm really big on trying to help people and making connections. I'm always thinking like, who do I know that I can help, that I can introduce them to? So that's
I
really
love that.
exciting.
Love that. It's kind of like expanding. There's that state of expansion is expanding that network. That's
Yes.
beautiful. And yeah, speaking of expansion, I know that you do regular manifestation workshops. You have weekly sessions on Clubhouse, which I've got to join in before, which are incredible.
Thank you.
Journaling, manifestation. Tell me a bit about that kind of work and what people can expect.
So that's on Clubhouse. I'm on Clubhouse every Monday morning. So I have an 8:30 a.m. quick journaling session, and it's interactive. We talk about a journaling prompt. I set the timer, we journal together, and then we talk about what came up for us. So that's really great. And I love to do these on Mondays because I feel like it sets the tone for the rest of the week. And I know, some people are like hate Mondays, but I actually love Mondays because it gets me so motivated to connect with people.
Yeah.
And then at 10 a.m. Eastern time, I have a room called How to Successfully Manifest What's on Your Vision Board. So it goes beyond vision boards. We talk about goals, manifesting, mindset, vision boards, and how to bring your vision board to life, getting clear on your goals, and different manifesting. People come and share their manifesting stories. So that's always inspiring to me because each week I usually have something new to share, like something that has happened to me. But then when I always invite other people on stage, and I think having them share their stories, because a lot of times you think like, how could that be possible, right?
Yeah.
Like that's not possible. Like even this past week, a woman shared how she manifested a brand new car in like 24 hours. So the way she told the story, she had such confidence, and the way she said, I'm committing to the universe, or I forget the word she said. I'm claiming to the universe that I'm going to get a new white, whatever it was, Honda Accord car, and blah, blah, blah. And she walked us through the whole process, and we were so excited. So yeah, the Monday Clubhouse rooms are great, and those are free. So if you're on Clubhouse, if you're not on Clubhouse, it's very easy now to get on.
Yeah.
It's open to everyone.
Absolutely. Reach out to either Stacey or I if you're listening to this or watching this, and then we can hook you up with Clubhouse. And
Yes.
yeah, I love your room. It's so empowering,
Oh,
inspiring.
thank you.
And yeah, I love all things manifestation, as you know, and vision boards, and yeah, such a powerful tool to use to support yourself. So what other tools do you use to support yourself mentally, physically, emotionally, all the things?
So, as you know, I love journaling. So, journaling I use for my mindset. I journal every day. So, I use that, of course, it's like my favorite mindset tool, but I also use it as far as like with my goals. So, I do a journaling exercise called acting as if. So, I'll look at my vision board, I'll pick out something that I'm manifesting or one of my goals, and I write about it as if it had already happened. So, that aids in my manifesting process. And then something else that I love to do is I love to draw patterns. So anything that's a repetitive, even like chopping vegetables when I'm cooking every day, every night for dinner. So any repetitive patterns. So whether it's chopping vegetables, or for me in my sketchbook, drawing patterns, that's really calming and it clears my head. So I usually have my journal next to me and I'm drawing my patterns because I'm only focusing on my patterns. So it's on my mind isn't wandering anywhere else. So it's kind of like meditation for me.
Yeah,
And then
that
it's
is absolutely meditation and mindfulness.
exactly. If something comes up, then have my journal right next to me. And then that's how I get some new ideas. And then I also do about like 10 minutes of yoga in the morning. So I like that as well.
Love that, love that. And I think that's a great little insight for anyone that's listening that think they can't meditate, or that they don't know how to do meditation and mindfulness. Stacey said they're repetitive action where you can get lost in that process, and whether that's sewing or running or walking or journaling or writing, creating that repetition is such a great way to kind of step into that state
Right.
of meditation and mindfulness. So what kind of things inspire you?
So it really depends. So if it's like on the art side of things, it could be watching a movie, but not necessarily for the story. Like when my daughters and I watch Alice in Wonderland, but the Johnny Depp version, I'm always like, look at the colors that they use, look at the lighting. So I notice those things. Or if I'm in a store and I like to walk through like the children's clothes section, because I'm always inspired by the colors and patterns of things like that. But as far as like mindset or general life things, it could be books that I read or certain groups that I'm in and seeing other women that are really like going after their desires and really successful. That really inspires me. Or it could like seeing people like doing things out of the box, or it could be like I just ran, I have a goal to run 100 miles or whatever it is. Just seeing people really living their life, that inspires me.
Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, I totally get that with the colors. And if you give Stacey a follow after this, if you're not already following her, you'll see that across her Instagram and things. There's always so much beautiful colors, designs,
Thank
patterns, and
you.
nature and life. And yeah, that's so joyful. So within the Spirit and Soul membership, we were really blessed to have Stacey teach a masterclass for us, which was particularly, we were looking at mindset makeover, and we were using journaling within Stacey's class to support us with that. And I just wondered if you could share some of the benefits of journaling for anyone that's listening, because I know that that's like your go-to.
Oh, sure. I love it. I highly recommend it to everyone. So I feel like it's a way to do like a brain dump. So we always have so many things going on in our head. And if we don't get it out, we don't create room to think about our new ideas and our creations. So one way to journal is just by doing a mind dump, a brain dump. So just like a stream of consciousness writing, whatever's on your mind. It could be like, I don't know what to write, or last night I made chicken for dinner and it was really good, like whatever it is. And then, or you can use journaling prompts. If you're new to journaling and it's intimidating, you can use journaling prompts to get you going. But also, the more you journal, the more you'll see certain patterns. Like, why am I always writing about this? And, I'm writing about the same thing over and over again, but I'm not taking action. I'm still frustrated. So it's a way to uncover patterns as well. And as I mentioned before, I use it like a journaling exercise, acting as if. So it helps me with my goals as well. And it can help everyone with their goals as well. There's so many uses for journaling. So I definitely highly recommend it. And I personally like to do it in the morning, but I also keep like a smaller notebook with me in my bag. So if I'm in the waiting room at a doctor's appointment or something, if I think of something, I'll whip it out and I'll start writing as well. So I think it's great.
Love it, love it, love it. Yeah, within the membership each month, the end of each month, we do a journaling session together where we all connect and reflect on our month past and
Oh, that's
what we want
great.
to achieve, how we want to feel, and all those kind of things. But if anybody does want a deeper dive into that, Stacey's masterclass is available within the membership. Go check it out or connect with me, and I can point you in the right direction. You always have access to all our previous master classes as well as the current month as well. So where can people find you? Obviously, we mentioned Clubhouse, Instagram. What's the best way for people to connect with you, or have you got anything coming up? What's going on in your world?
Oh, sure. So my main website is staceynatal.com. And from there, you can see my art, you can see my blog, and you can see like the courses and coaching and all of that. So that's the main hub. But as far as social media, I'm most active on Instagram and Clubhouse, and my account name or my username on both is Stacey Natal. And then as far as like courses going, like I have visualize to materialize and make it happen. So it's like a new iteration from what we did together.
Yeah.
So that will be available. And yeah, like Clubhouse, I'm there every Monday. And on my blog, I have resources and Instagram as well.
Love it, love it, love it. So much goodness and value to connecting with. And I'm definitely going to check out that book Worthy. And also, I love that daily practice of acting as if. So often I'll just like gaze at my vision board and connecting with it or kind of, visualize that dream life. But I
Right.
love that thought of just taking one element of it and
Yes.
connecting with that. That sounds so good.
Oh, great. Yeah, I love that exercise because it really gets you in that that feeling and that mode of like it's already happened.
Mhm.
So whether it's the feeling of it, or and then you each time you write it, you uncover new details that are part of the manifestation. So yeah, it's really great.
That's so cool. So cool. And is there anything else you'd like to add for anyone that's listening, watching?
Just I'd say if mindset is new to you, start with your mindset. Start by thinking about paying, like whip out a journal, and this is where you can start paying attention to the words you're saying, the conversations you're having, and the thoughts and the feelings. So your thoughts will lead to your feelings. And if you're not feeling great, like make a note of that. And then like, what was I just thinking, or what was I just saying? And just start to be really conscious of the words that you're saying and your thoughts, so that once you're aware, that's when you can make changes.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Great. So many awesome tools for people to go and try and connect in with. So grateful to have this conversation with you today. And yeah, just to connect. And again, I absolutely love speaking to you.
I know, me too. I love it as well.
Amazing. Cool. Well, we will catch up soon. I will pop all of Stacey's details in the show notes, and if you're watching this, they will be in the comments. But if you need anything, reach out to either of us, connect in. We are there, open to connect with, and all things mindset, journaling, etc. And yeah, I can't wait to see you again really, really soon.
I know, me too. It was so great speaking with you.
Yeah, see you later.
Bye.
Bye.